a trauma on my legs. That sounds like
Like the 5th helicopter that's gone by. Maybe the zombie apocalypse is happening here. Gee. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha K Geek XX Chic, and we're back with another reaction to The Walking Dead World Beyond. We're now into episode 4, which is called Family is a 4-Letter Word. So I'm excited to get into this episode, but before we do, you know the drill. If you've been here before and you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified whenever I do more reactions to this show, as well as the OG Walking Dead. So hopefully you'll join the fam and help me with my goal to make it to 10K. All right, that out of the way, guys. Let's get into this video right about now.
Thank God the OPD is quick.
Welcome to Omaha.
Oh, we're going to flashbacks of Huck again. Aw, these two are having a couple's evening.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Feel it.
What do you know? Just like old times.
Shut up! No one asked you to this party.
You're aware this place has not seen bloodshed since its founding.
Well, there's always time for change. And by bloodshed, do you mean like killing? I feel like a few scratches and contusions. Not so bad, right?
What do you want?
What we want is for you and Iris to come back with us.
Nope, can't do that. Why is someone carrying something? That's weird. I don't think I want to know what happened there.
Get that in the cage, Gwen. TK got strays to put down. What the hell's wrong with you? Move!
Why are you yelling? Just because your girlfriend broke up with you doesn't mean we all deserve to get yelled at.
Unless you want to end up on the wrong end of a kill stick. Pay attention!
God, you know, you should be happier for a man who just got laid.
She knows she doesn't hear.
They can't see us back here.
She just knows, okay? Yeah.
Oh no, he's gonna have a panic attack. I don't think wandering out into the dark is a great idea though, honey, but you are having a full-on panic attack, you poor thing. Oh yeah, I forgot that he's kind of still got his thing for Hope too. It's a lot.
Fam?
My dad was into music.
Then he turned into a crazy man who tried to kill me and my mom.
The CRM couldn't mobilize fast enough to save either one.
Or maybe they were the ones who made it happen.
With the dead, a giant cluster.
No, I think you killed those people.
Yep.
Why would we kill 100,000 people?
Why don't you tell us?
Yep. As you stay behind your nice safe walls and other people suffer.
I want to talk to you. Alone.
I don't know how much I trust Hope with stuff right now though. Hope's really not thinking straight if she wants all of them back right now. I mean, I get it because she's not doing such a good job of lying to their dad, but... Why are you here by yourself? Why are you just touching things? Y'all really want to fight again? Is this the time? You won't just keep it in your pants?
Why he's so into it. Why it's so important.
Good for you.
Sure, Dad's happy.
You even got a girlfriend.
She's really smart. She's a scientist.
She's evil.
This guy Mason says she's like a really big deal or something.
Mason?
Who's Mason?
At the facility, we can take our time. We can think things through. We can plan.
We'd be prisoners.
Taking time. There it is.
I don't want to talk about it.
Just say you'll come back with us.
Secrets. Oh, look at her like, there, you sweet child.
I'll tell you something.
Don't. No, we're not doing this.
Feelings.
You did follow her out to the middle of nowhere. So you're gonna have to listen.
Miles from here. Dead ass from roaming the earth.
I mean, she deserves all of this. I understand. I knew he wouldn't do it, but...
I just wanted to know what it's gonna feel like when I do.
Hell hath no fury than a man who almost lost his man. He's just mad because you kind of kicked his ass, you know, last season. Is this where Dark Silas is going to come out to play? And they're going to see him just covered in Walker blood and guts, and he's just going to be sitting there with a crazy look on his face? Because that side of Silas exists. I just didn't think we might see him this early in the season. The way my man's swinging on air right now. Okay, Okay, time to go to the dark place, Silas. I was hoping you wouldn't have to, but that's right. Let them know who you are. Can open up those stitches, though. Damn, with the double homicide!
We want out of here too. Just in a different one.
Why do you think we're out here busting our asses every day? We put in the
No one
time,
cares.
And maybe we get bumped up into CRM training. Officially.
Silas is like, I ain't got that kind of time. My girlfriend's in there.
So, no heart, right?
You're just lucky you dropped the bat. Let's put it that way. He can only shoot Huck, though. Not fatally, but she deserves at least a buckshot to the ass. Minimum.
Someone in the group. She's dangerous. A killer. And the others might not even know.
You're telling so the wrong person.
You don't know Huck.
He does.
Huck.
Intimately, actually. If you take that shot, make sure you don't miss.
Things with my friend Ho are messy. They're all scrambled up.
She kind of killed my mom. It's awkward.
What do you think happens to things when they die?
Really? We're having this discussion right now?
After they're absorbed into the ground, then what?
They turn into energy and then we eat them in vegetables.
Thanks for keeping my secret.
He hasn't seen another person yet. We don't know that he's going to.
She's lying to you. You spent your whole life lying to everyone around you.
Right? Where'd you learn
She
it?
thinks she's...
Like mother, like...
You should have told me. This changes everything. I wanted to tell you. I don't know.
It's sad because, you know, she knows her sister. It's not that she doesn't really trust Hope, but Hope does not have the same gut instinct about people. So basically what we're saying is that absolutely nothing has changed. Okay.
Huck said something about a calling outpost.
It's like, I know where that is. Rescue mission.
I might know a way to get everybody out.
They're supposed to pretend to be dead.
I can come later.
No, that's okay. Come in.
There's a spot right here next to me on the bed.
You wanted justice. I think we're both willing to go a little further than most people to get it.
Oh no, let's not spread the crazy. Let's reel it in.
And she shouldn't be able to walk around like what she did. Doesn't matter.
It's true. Let me give you the kiss of life. Did you close the door? So I feel like you didn't.
I should.
Yeah, he should. He's still wounded.
I should go.
I don't think he's enough blood flow for both, you know what I'm saying?
I feel this loss very personally. Deeply. But now
And by deeply, you mean you had some mild indigestion? Anyway.
I could lose everything.
She lied about herself for her mama.
Because I told him I was the one who was sick. Now more than
Daughters are OGs.
to stand even more firm.
Oh, lame.
We say to you, our allies in Portland, stay strong, stay vigilant.
Because we're going to kill you next. I mean, what?
What you lost after horrendous error in judgment, I would hate for someone to think that you hadn't learned your lesson.
Someone like you, Mummy dearest? Oh, Huck. Guess it's a hard thing, you know. You want to believe your mom's not the complete incarnate of evil, but...
I'm gonna miss you. Always know that I loved you.
I think your version of love is very different than mine. Wow, y'all have a really messed up relationship. I really think you should, like, find any way out of it, Huck. Nothing is worth all that. She went and put you in this world. Literally, like, went through labor and delivery so she could break your arm. Okay. Well, guys, that was episode 4 of The Walking Dead World Beyond, and we kind of got finally a reunion of the sisters since they were separated, and While we don't exactly have a timeline for how long it's been since they've been apart, I think the main thing that they really focused on is how much both of them have kind of changed in that time. This is kind of one of those things that's good and bad. Good in the sense of, I think that anytime you have a situation with two siblings or family members that are very, very close to each other and maybe even mildly codependent, that it's a good idea to kind of get away from each other and really see how you're able to deal with life and kind of handle situations without the safety net of the other person there. So you can kind of build out who you really are, independent of someone who potentially has always been there to quote unquote pick up the pieces. And I think that both Hope and Iris kind of needed this because they, like I said, it's not like it was an unhealthily codependent relationship. I don't think either of them really knew who they wanted to be without each other or really know who they are without each other. And I think it's important to discover that. And it would have happened anyways. Like, you know, in life, people typically grow up and separate, but it just happened a little bit more soon. It happened sooner for the two of them and a little bit more forcefully than it would be in most cases. With Huck returning, of course, we'll actually get into the Huck's situation in a minute. We'll just talk about the girls. I mean, the conversation kind of went the way that I expected to. Clearly, Hope, as I said before, unfortunately, she is being slowly but surely seduced by the CRM. I kind of felt like this would be a situation that would happen because she is somebody who was such an outcast in her campus colony life, but she is kind of more like their father in that she's very much into the science and the discovery, and there's something that's very enticing about that. It's intoxicating, it's addictive, and of course she's seeing like this boy Mason. Mason's kind of funny, he's sweet, he's treating her nicely. So it's kind of like this whole idea of a normal life that she somewhat had before in the campus colony. But again, that indoctrination, right? Like clearly the CRM has been working for a very long time on how to say and do what is necessary to make people feel like this is the only way and to get them to genuinely believe in the cause. And even though Hope came in very militant, being around her dad, seeing her dad kind of geek out, being in her own element, starting to make friends her own age who are in similar interests, it's very understandable why she's slowly, but like I said, maybe not even understanding just how easily she's being seduced into the idea that this life could be the right life for her. I don't think she's completely seduced yet. And again, as I mentioned, she didn't know about the CRM potentially being the ones who wiped out Omaha. We as an audience know that, of course, for sure. But now that she kind of knows just the gravity and the level that the CRM is willing to go to in order to do what they think is right, hopefully this will be kind of the turning point for Hope to realize that even though this has a lot of benefits, it's not like the CRM is all evil. Obviously, Mason's just a kid who's like her in a similar situation, but it's still a place that if she gets too comfortable, it's going to be harder and harder for her to leave. On the other side of things, I also understand her just wanting to have Iris back, you know, wanting to have their family complete again. That's one of the main reasons Hope did all of this, is because she wanted to have that security of her family, just realizing how scary it is and worrying that her sister can't handle it. But as we saw when they got back together, she notices that Iris is not the same anymore. I mean, she doesn't know yet that Iris took a life, but it's clearly changed Iris, and Iris is much more militant now. She feels much more confident in her ability to do what she needs to do, even if it is a little bit on the homicidal side right now. I think that that in of itself will kind of make Hope feel a little better that Iris is not like flailing by herself on the outside. But I also think she's worried that her sister is changing into somebody that she no longer knows. And that's for both of them, right? We saw that with Iris later on when she was talking to Percy, saying like, I thought my sister was this way, but now I'm seeing that she's not the same anymore. And I think there was a very poignant moment there where when Hope finds out that, what's his name, Felix's man is still alive, she's like, why didn't you tell me that right off the bat? And you see Iris say, like, I don't know. But we do know. Because now Iris, like I said, Iris's gut is a really good barometer for people. And she knows now that her sister is not exactly in a place yet where she's ready to hear all this information, and that it's something that also will compromise her sister too. Because right now, I don't know that Hope's going to hold up under pressure. I think she still does have a little bit of militance in her, but she also is starting to believe a little bit into the mantra of the CRM. And if she's put under pressure, the more she knows, the more she could possibly give up, right? So, but I get it. Really, it comes down to, though, that Iris doesn't really trust her sister anymore, which is sad. But I do think that they're going to find that bridge and that road back to each other. But it's just going to take them both continuing on their own paths for a little while longer. On to Huck. Not much to say there. Obviously, she's still struggling a lot with her decision of whether or not she wants to stay in this life, like I said with the last episode. And of course, seeing Felix again, her and Felix were very close. She had built a real bond with him while she was in the campus colony in Omaha, so she clearly feels very badly about it. But at the same time, she's trying to defend her mother because that's understandable. Like, you don't want to believe your mom is evil. You don't want to believe she's capable of terrible things. But Huck should know better. And that flashback we saw at the end of the episode here lets us know that her mom is willing to do anything, including hurt her daughter. And as we saw in the beginning, the season premiere, even kill her daughter for the cause. Yes, Percy trying to take a shot at Huck. Totally understandable, totally justified. But again, he's just not thinking clearly. As he said later on with Iris, you know, if I had killed her, it would have endangered all of you, and that's not what I wanted. I just was so angry, and I just wanted that revenge. And Iris just kind of giving him that benefit of the doubt in that moment was really nice. And of course, they had their little moment. Whether or not it'll turn into anything, we'll see. Like I said, they definitely had a little spark going on last season. But he chose to excuse himself in that moment, which is interesting. But again, I don't know. That might just be because he's still processing a lot right now. But also, like, the door was open. And like I said, the man is still healing. He's really not up for anything crazy. But that just may lead to something we'll have to see. And speaking of things leading to things, there is, of course, that other final little storyline with Elton and the girl, I can't remember her name right now, but yeah, clearly I kind of picked up from last episode that the two of them might have a little something. I don't know if it's going to go anywhere because Elton, I think, still has feelings for Hope that are very complicated, and we saw him have that panic attack, but I still think him and that girl are kind of cute. I think they balance each other out nicely. She seems to appreciate Elton for all of his quirks, and vice versa. He's very attracted to how strong and, what's the word I'm looking for? Brave, as he called it. We'll see how it all goes, but I have a feeling that they're not going to be able to stay in this painter's colony too much longer. But the fact that we found out that the mom was sick and this is becoming a thing tells me that these characters are not going away anytime soon. So, and then we found out now that the fact that Silas is where he is, as I predicted, is going to be a fundamental piece of how they might be able to finally get Leo and Hope out of the CRM. So we'll have to see how this season comes together, but it looks like they're laying down the groundwork quite nicely, and I enjoyed watching the episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video.